John Ford was an American film director. He is renowned both for westerns such as Stagecoach, The Searchers, and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, as well as adaptations of classic 20th-century American novels such as the film The Grapes of Wrath. His 4 Academy Awards for Best Director remain a record. One of the films for which he won the award, How Green Was My Valley, also won Best Picture. In a career that spanned more than 50 years, Ford directed more than 140 films, and he is widely regarded as one of the most important and influential filmmakers of his generation. Ford's work was held in high regard by his colleagues, with Orson Welles and Ingmar Bergman among those who have named him one of the greatest directors of all time. Ford made frequent use of location shooting and long shots, in which his characters were framed against a vast, harsh and rugged natural terrain. Early life. Ford was born John Martin Jack Feeney in Cape Elizabeth, Maine, to John Augustine Feeney and Barbara Abby Curran, on February 1, 1894. His father, John Augustine, was born in Spiddal, County Galway, Ireland in 1854. Barbara Curran had been born in the Aran Islands, in the town of Kilronan on the island of Inishmore. John Augustine and Barbara Curran arrived in Boston and Portland respectively in May and June 1872. They married in 1875 and became American citizens 5 years later on September 11, 1880. They had 11 children. Mamie, born 1876, Delia, 1878–1881, Patrick, Francis Ford, 1881–1953, Bridget, 1883–1884, Barbara, born and died 1888, Edward, born 1889, Josephine, born 1891, Hannah, born and died 1892, John Martin, 1894–1973, and Daniel, born and died 1896. John Augustine lived in the Munjoy Hill neighborhood of Portland, Maine with his family, and would try farming, fishing, working for the gas company, running a saloon, and being an alderman. Feeney attended Portland High School, Portland, Maine, where he was a successful fullback and defensive tackle. He earned the nickname Bull because of the way he would lower his helmet and charge the line. A Portland pub is named Bull Feeney's in his honor. He later moved to California and in 1914 began working in film production as well as acting for his older brother Francis, adopting Jack Ford as a professional name. In addition to credited roles, he appeared uncredited as a Klansman in D.W. Griffith's 1915 The Birth of a Nation, as the man who lifts up one side of his hood so he can see clearly. He married Mary McBride Smith on July 3, 1920, and they had 2 children. His daughter Barbara was married to singer and actor Ken Curtis from 1952 to 1964. The marriage between Ford and Smith lasted for life despite various issues, one of which could have proved problematic from the start. This being that John Ford was Catholic while she was a non-Catholic divorcee. What difficulty was caused by the two marrying is unclear, as the level of John Ford's commitment to the Catholic faith is disputed. A strain would have been Ford's many extramarital relationships.